Okay, Keir, so twice in the league this season we've lost to Westbury, but the first round of the Challenge Cup we win on penalties after going 1-0 up in the first half. What do you think of that? A win against a very good Westbury team.
Yeah, I think obviously both managers spoke to Ricky and Ports. I get on with them well, despite being rivals. And we love beating each other and getting one up. But it was a game probably like a lot of managers at this point of the season to have like the first round of a cup feels a little bit strange, and it had that sort of pre-season feel to it. Especially we both were in the County Cup semi-final on Tuesday night, them against Supermarine and us against Salisbury. You could tell that took a lot out of the squads. Our squad's a little bit bigger, and obviously we got to get to use our development squad a lot more, which is what I've done today. Bolden had his first start for a long time. Ben Wickens' first start of this the season for the first team, got a goal. Corey and Spencer, who stepped up into the squad today as well, gave a lot of guys rest that needed it, who picked up knocks. So you're looking at probably 6 or 7, maybe even 8 changes to the squad, and just as many to the starting 11. Stocksy came back in today. Matty had to go to right back. Rog came in for his for another start since Malvern. So it got disrupted with selection, but I guess that's what the cups are for, to make sure you can look after boys that haven't had minutes, give chances to players that are in your ranks that have been performing in the development. For us, chances in Wicks, and Wicks definitely done that today. Was really, really good, especially first half. Obviously, I think the physicality takes it out of you a bit more when you step up to this level. So, really, really good derby win on penalties. I'm happy, obviously, always to win, but it just felt like a little bit of a non-event for both sides. Obviously, Westbury mixed up their squad loads as well, rest a lot of their top boys because they've still got 3 really important league games to play to see if they can get promotion. Obviously, we had the semi-final that we were victorious in the week, and that took a lot out of the boys' bodies. So I think probably a game against 2 under-strength sides, and we've come out on top on penalties. Thank God there wasn't extra time. Nice to win, but for me the bread and butter is your league. We've still got 2 games of that, and we've got a cup final to look forward to as well, which I'm really, really proud of. So today was a little bit of an anticlimax, but it was a nice hot day, fair few here to watch, get a penalty shootout, so you can't grumble too much.
We went 1-0 up. Are you disappointed that we couldn't hold on to that lead in the first half? I know we eventually went on to win in pens, but are you disappointed to not have gotten the job done in 90 minutes?
Yeah, I think we were really good first half, actually. Looked on the front foot, we were definitely the better side. Wicks took his goal really well. Maybe could have had a couple more. I think Brownie had hardly anything to do first half, whereas the half-time came, and I think that hit the lads, especially the ones that played 90 minutes on Tuesday, and we looked sluggish from the start. A lot of disruptions to play, substitutions, injuries, water breaks, and we conceded 2 really sloppy goals. One from a set play. Probably have to take the slack for that. Made a substitution for the corner, and there was a little bit of mix-up with the marking, with Jenks coming off, who had a really, really good game, and there was a mix-up with who came on and picked up his man. So like me and Gilly will have to take the flak for that one, but still could have defended it better regardless. And then about 5 minutes later, they went 2-1 up. So then Higgs had to come on in rescue a draw for us to take it through to penalties, and then it's the lottery. But it wasn't like that exciting drama of penalties that you've probably seen here before. It didn't really mean a hell of a lot, and it's more of a burden, this competition, than something you look to play for. But we take the win nonetheless, and it's nice to get one up on Westbury. They've beaten us twice this season in the league, and are probably on one of their best runs of form in the league now for a number of years. So credit to Ricky and Port for what they've done in such a short amount of time. Probably took over about the same time as I took over Corsham. If you think the progression that they've made under their management, hopefully we can kick on next season and produce something similar. So I was really happy to finally beat Westbury this season, but we're not getting too excited. It's just the first round of the League Cup that's come at the end of a league campaign. So it had that anticlimax feel to it, but it's another win for the Corsham, and we move on now to Tuesday night, I think, away to Carn in the next round. So another game of football that you probably don't want this time of the year, but the way that the Hellenic League have planned it is that we've crammed in as many league games as possible to make sure that the season's finished. and then we have a cup competition now to finish the season with. So it's one of those situations where not ideal for either club. But you have to roll the punch and make the most of every situation. It was a good opportunity for a lot of lads to get minutes that haven't been starting, and like I said, the development boys have played a key part in all our cup competitions this year. It's been a really progressive step, giving them first team action, and 2 young lads were in the squad to be involved is something that we always look to do and develop the younger players. So happy with that, and now like I said, we look forward to Tuesday night.
Like you said, Colne in the next round. Obviously, Colne have had a difficult season, but they'll be well up for the game on Tuesday, a tough local derby. Can we see more changes, more development players featuring Tuesday, or will the likes of Gary Higdon and Chrissy Allen be back starting?
Yeah, if you think that the boys that we have been missing today, Swanee, Keats, Bathy, just to name 3, obviously Higgs and Chrissy started on the bench. You're going to try and get boys minutes so they stay fresh for the big cup final and the 2 big league games that we've got left, Bradford and Wootton Bassett. So you can imagine that the boys that haven't been involved today will come and play Tuesday night, and the ones that need looking after still, that might need a couple more days, will have until Saturday to be rested. But I think it's a good opportunity to give the likes of Corey and Spencer opportunities. Ben Wickens today, bold win. There might be a couple of other developments that we have a look at that would love to play in a local derby against Calne. It's probably a nice distraction from them. As you know, this season has been a really tough season. I think they've only had 1 point the whole of this calendar year. So I compare us to them. I know that resources are a little bit different, and this year has been a steamroller of a year for Corsham, and a very tough year for Calne. So they'll look to try and get any leg up in a local derby, and it's a free one for them. They don't have any league responsibilities to worry about, and they can play off the cuff and have a good go at us. But you never want to lose local derbies, no matter if it's in the County Cup against Bradford in the quarter-final, in the first round against Westbury, or in the second round against Calne on Tuesday. So I'll be making sure that the boys take preparation seriously, but also just to make sure that any boys that need looking after ahead of the Bradford fixture, and then going into the Wootton Bassett game, and then finally the cup final. So will be a mixed squad, but priorities are elsewhere. But you'll always want to do well against Calne, especially the history of the 2 clubs.
And lastly, who was your man of the match for today?
Difficult one for me today. You probably could give it to Nath Davis. The amount of ground that he covered in the game today is always a big miss when we don't have him. We didn't have him for 2 games due to suspension. So you can tell when he doesn't play, just the amount of ground that he covers. As I said, all the scrappy little bits, good in possession, stepped up, took a pen and scored. Was really calm on the football, and his fitness levels have been missed when we haven't had him. He was absolutely superb. Went through 90 minutes on Tuesday night, and it's a testament to his fitness levels that he comes in and runs the game for us again today. So he'd probably be my standout today. I spoke about obviously Brandon and Asa on Tuesday. Asa has got through another 90 minutes. The more games he gets for us, the better, and he's going to be a key part to the future of Corsham Town Football Club if we can keep hold of him for next season. I know obviously a lot of clubs will be looking around, but on his day he's probably the best player in our level right across the board. So he was really good again today, but probably pipped by Nath just for his overall performance today.